What's going on, everyone? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fantastic. And in today's video, we're taking a look at the Demoniacal Fit Legendary Berserker, aka Broly. Let's get into it. Oh, right, the mail's here. Yo, he's gone. Let's party.
Yo, Mikey, you want some pizza? Radical, dude. Hey, Kakarot.
What's up, Vegeta?
Today's the day I will finally defeat you. Hey! Everyone, back to your places. He's coming.
DudeRetro Toy Reviews. Alright, and here is the packaging for the legendary Berserker, or Broly. This packaging is really cool. I love this image right here of Broly. Looks really sick. Go right here on the side. Here's another shot of Broly. And on the back, you see the image of the figure. And he's holding up Goku there with one of his accessories he comes with. He comes with an alternate hand so you can hold up Goku. You got a shot right there of him in that pose and this pose. Shows off the different faces that he comes with. So really, really cool. 6-inch action figure series right there. But this figure obviously is not 6 inches. He's a whole lot bigger than that. But he's just in that 6-inch scale, I guess. Packaging on that side, top, bottom, and there we go. So let's go ahead and open this figure up and let's check him out. All right, and here is Broly out of the packaging. This figure is really cool. I love the detail on him. I think all the detail, I love like the shading that they have going on in the muscles and even on the clothes themselves, some shading going on, so it looks really cool. Brings out a lot of like the sculpted work on this figure. Looks really sick. Love it. Now, one thing I will say about this figure that I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's also not like a deal breaker as well. The plastic is really interesting. It feels like a cheap plastic. Like it's almost like a kid's toy, where how they have like that hollow plastic. Kind of hard to describe it, but it's like the hollow, hard plastic that's usually typical in like kids' toys. It feels like that. It feels very like hollow, hard plastic, which is different compared to like SH Figure Arts, where their plastic has like it's not as hard and it feels more higher quality. Now, I'm not saying that this feels cheap. It just feels cheaper than like an SH Figure Arts. And I don't have an SH Figure Arts Broly to compare, but to compare him to like the SH Figure Arts Goku here, the plastic on him has a completely different feel than the plastic on Broly. So really interesting choice of plastic, but that's also probably to keep the price down for such a big figure, especially with the detail that's in him as well. So because he has a lot of detail and he's a massive figure, he's freaking huge, but his price, it was not bad. So I think altogether he was like $80, which is not bad at all for the figure you're getting. I think it's a really good deal, so that's probably why they went with a cheaper plastic. But here is all the detail in Broly here. I love the shine on the gold. Looks sick. Looks so cool. The shine and the reflection on that looks so good. Really cool. Love that shading. Like I said, I love the muscle tone. The sculpted detail looks cool. The head does feel small, but I think that's normal for Broly. He does have kind of a small head because he does bulk up in the movie. So that's pretty typical with Broly having a small head. With all of that detail out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the articulation. Looks up that much. Looks down a good amount, so that's good. Head pivot a little bit. I mean, it's just on a ball joint, so that's the kind of articulation you're going to get out of that. And then in the arm right here, goes all the way up just like that. It is on a butterfly joint. And it goes all the way around. Bicep swivel. Double elbow joint. Swivel at the wrist. Hinge at the wrist. And then the waist right here. Crunches forward. Crunches back. Not really any like side to side crunching motion, but there is a swivel. Now right here, the cloth right here is on like a little ball joint, so has some articulation there. This right here, the side skirt, has articulation, and it kind of goes in and out just like so. And back here, the butt flap, it doesn't really have any articulation. That's pretty solid. But this is like a softer plastic, so it does kind of flex and bend, so it's pretty pliable. So this is the articulation down here in the legs. So the legs will kick forward that far. Doesn't kick forward too much. And then back, he doesn't go back too much because of this butt flap. You just can't go back too much further. Off to the side, you go about that much. There is a double knee joint. There is no swivel at the boot. Down here in the foot goes down, up, toe articulation. There is a swivel, and then there's also ankle pivot. So that is all of the articulation for Broly. Articulation's pretty decent. In the legs, he is limited mostly just because of the cloth right here. It does kind of limit some of the articulation in the leg. But for the most part, the articulation is pretty good. Let's go ahead and get into these accessories. He comes with 2 alternate grasping hands. And he swap just like this. Pop that out. You see it's just on a ball joint. There we go. And you swap it on just like that. You get 2 wide spread hands. You get this cool alternate hand right here where he is holding up like Goku. If you remember on the back of the packaging here, it showed this shot right here so you can hold up Goku. Now, I don't have a Goku that this actually works with, sadly. And I have this SH Figuarts Goku. And if I remove this hairpiece right here, and you see that right there, it's too wide. It doesn't quite fit in there. It's just almost too wide for it. So it doesn't really work with this Goku. I can try to see if I can squeeze it in, and it's just not going in. So it's just not going to work with this Goku. And then for Kong Studios, I also have this Kong Studio Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And if I can try, it just doesn't work with him either. None of the holes really match up perfectly, and the mold of the hairpiece right here, it doesn't line up with the hair for the Super Saiyan 3, so it doesn't work there either. It's just not working with him, so that does suck. That's kind of a bummer that I can't get it to work with any of mine. But it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not something that I'm really going to use anyways. This would be mostly just for like figure photography, which I don't really do unless I'm making like a thumbnail for a video. But besides that, like I'm not going to post him holding up a Goku. Now, I'm pretty sure like if that's something that you're interested in, you may have to do some research to figure out what Goku actually works with this little alternate hand here. I don't know which one would work. I'm pretty sure someone online or in the comments of this video will be able to let me know which one actually works with it. But if you're interested in this and you want to use this, you may have to do some research to figure out which Goku actually works. Now for alternate faces, you get these 2 alternate faces, and these look really cool. I love the expression on these. You got this angry one here where he's like screaming, and you got this one right here where he's like smirking. He's got a really cool look on him. I love that. It just looks evil. And to swap the head, you just take off that hairpiece, take out that. Pop that in there. Put the hairpiece back on. And there you have it. There you have it. That looks so cool. I love that. And you also get these 3 little energy balls. If you look right there, there is actually a hole. And he does come with a stand, which is really cool. And it comes with a second arm. And what you can do, you can actually take this right here, plug it into the hole there, and you can plug this right here in the stand. So you can put this ball on the second arm right here for the stand. So you can have like a cool pose where he's shooting one of his energy ball. So you can have him like in a pose where he's shooting one of his energy balls. So it's really cool. All right, so one update I do want to say with this figure that I wanted to add into this review. I've already filmed my initial video. Now I'm just kind of doing my posing shots with my round table. And one thing that I came across is you get this stand and it doesn't hold on to him. Because one, he's too tall for it. And so even if I lift him up off the ground, just like that, he's off the ground. He is so heavy, the stand literally, like if I let go, it just falls. Like the stand cannot hold up his weight. And so I'm not sure if the stand is meant for him or if it is actually meant for that one pose where, like on the back of the packaging where you can hold up Goku with the that one alternate hand. I wonder if this is meant to hold Goku because maybe his arm can't hold up the weight of the figure itself. Like if it's stretched out, his arm just can't hold up the weight. And so his arm would just fall. And so you use the stand here to hold up Goku while you just have the alternate hand here just making it look like he's holding the figure when he really isn't, because the joint is just not tight enough to hold it up, which probably is the case. This joint is not the strongest, and so it's not like it's loose for the figure itself, but to hold up a whole nother figure is probably not strong enough to hold the weight. So that's probably what that is the stand is supposed to hold Goku or any of figure if you're trying to get Broly to hold up another action figure. And then one thing I do want to say is these little energy balls, they go in you can have it go in the hand right here, and the hand doesn't really get a good grip on it. It just kind of sits there. So I mean, I guess it's fine, but you have to have it go up to like the fingertips instead of like in the palm of the hand. And so it just doesn't look right. And I've been trying to get like shots of him holding the energy ball, and it just keeps wanting to fall out, and it's just kind of annoying to deal with. That's one of the reasons why, since these have the holes on them right here, these have the holes on them to, where you can actually have it on the stand. It would be nice if he came at least one alternate hand where it actually had the peg, so you can just peg the energy ball onto the hand. Like a lot of the other SH Figuarts figures, they come with a energy ball accessory, but the hand has a peg on it, so you can just plug it right in. But for some reason, Broly doesn't have that, so it is kind of annoying to pose him with the energy ball. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the size comparison. And let's pull out the measuring tape here. And Broly, to the top of his hair, he's about 9 inches tall. Really, really tall figure. And to compare him to a SH Figuarts Goku, he is just massive. He towers over Goku. So freaking tall. Now for a bigger Goku figure, there is the Imagination Works Goku. And if you're a Ninja Turtle collector, here is one of my bigger Ninja Turtle figures. This is the Super 7 Ultimates Rocksteady. And Broly is still bigger than Rocksteady. And he is a really big figure too. So Broly's just massive. Now for the biggest articulated figure that I have in my collection, here is the McFarlane Toys Violator. And I wanted to bring him out because I wanted to put a really big, massive figure next to Broly so you can really see like the size difference of him and how he compares to small figures and really, really big action figures. So you can kind of get a good sense of the scale of this guy. So that is it for my review of the Demoniacal Fit Legendary Berserker, or Broly. This figure is actually really cool. I really do love it. For the price point that he's at, I think you're getting a heck of a deal with this figure. He has great sculpting, great paint and shadowing on the figure to bring out a lot of the sculpted detail, like in the muscles and on the clothing. This figure just looks amazing. And the articulation is really good. Except in the legs, you're limited a little bit in the legs, but it's not too bad. And you do get a good amount of accessories. Now, the accessories, I'm not a fan of the energy balls that he comes with. I just wish that he had a hand where he can actually hold the energy balls. And the stand and the one alternate accessory where you can have it to where it looks like he's holding up Goku. It just feels weird that he comes with that accessory to hold Goku, but he doesn't come with a Goku. Like, it'd be cool if this was like a 2-pack and you get both figures. So now I just have this one hand that I literally can't do anything with. And the stand does feel a little useless unless you're using it for the energy balls, or if you're using it for like another figure, like if he's holding up Goku, or you can just use this for another figure. Like I have another stand now that I can use for another figure in my collection. So that's cool. But for this figure alone, it just feels kind of pointless. I got mine at 5ktoys.com. He does seem to be sold out, and I'm not sure if any other site is going to carry them. So I'm going to look and see. And if I do come across a page that has them in stock, I'll put the links in the description below. So be sure to check that out. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm DudeRetro, and I'll see you next time.